Welcome to another class of Python for app development. In this class, I'm going to show you everything you need to know of how you can create yourself up a progress bar. So a progress bar is going to basically just define and also show you how you're progressing inside, or let's say it could also be a button, but I'm going to be creating for my slider progress. Okay. So in my previous class, I've shown you how you can turn off and on the slider inside of your console just by using the Python command, but I did it most of them in my KV file. So I'm also going to be showing you how you can only use the KV file to make yourself up a progress bar too. So each and every line or every part of this video is going to be very important. So make sure not to skip any part. And as this is going to be my last class of this course, so make sure to watch it properly and you will understand. And after finishing up this class, you will have a couple of class projects which you're going to follow up, and it's going to be very helpful for you to actually keep on the practice. And also, just not the class projects, make sure to practice up everything you've learned in this course. And after every class, make sure to get on your device and also try it out on your own. So without any further ado, let's open up PyCharm on our device. As you can see on my screen, I have opened up PyCharm and you can see KV file. Okay, so I'm going to keep going up at the top, and you can see right after the slider, I'm going to be creating myself up the progress bar. So I'm going to keep my indentation level over here. And as the, let's say, progress bar is going to be, let's say, displayed inside, you have to use a specific layout. So it's going to be shown in a box layout. Okay, there we go. We have a specific box layout. And here, I'm going to first off start with a specific orientation. Okay. So here, I'm going to put in the orientation to be starting off with vertical. Okay. So it's going to be horizontal at the beginning, but I'm going to verify. I'm going to put in vertical because I don't have much space over there because I already have a label. Okay. So there we go. We also have the button. Make sure that you can also put it inside the button. So I'm going to take both of these, Control X, hit on enter, paste it, vertical, and as we want both of them to be interacting, so I'm going to make sure that this is inside of this. Okay, so right after orientation and the button, inside of the button, instead of that, I'm going to put in label because that will be easier for me to work with. And here I'm going to make myself up a progress bar. Make sure the cursor is the same, like, indentation level as the label. So I'm going to put in progress. There we go, progress. And then here I'm going to put in progress bar. Okay. So here I'm going to put in a minimum value. Let's say I'm going to put in the minimum value of it. And the minimum value of this is going to be 100%. Now, even though if we don't use that specific value, or if we don't put anything and play this out, this is how it should look like. But if I use this, you can still see the progress bar is not working. So first off, you have to use a specific data value. So the maximum value which I want is 100. So now if I play it out, this is how it should look like. And this has not progressed, not even a bit. And you can see still that this one is working, but this one is not. If I turn this off, it also functions. If I turn this off, this also functions, but this progress bar is not working properly. Okay. So first thing, what we have to do is that we have to use a specific value function inside. So I'm going to put in value colon, and I'm going to put in my slide value because we are already using as an ID inside of my slider so that we can interloop both of them. So here I'm going to put in my underscore slide value, slide underscore value, my underscore value dot value. Okay. So there we go. And you can also cut this off. Let's say maybe I'm just going to cut this one off over here. And if I play this, you'll basically see now it is on 80% and it's showing me the progress bar is on 80. If I turn this down, it will also turn down. You can see this is 0, this is 100, and this is how it should look like. If you want to use or change this into horizontal, just cut this off and put in horizontal. I'm going to cut this A over here, play this out, and there we go. Now it is still not working because it does not have any space, and by default, it is going to be like this. Okay. So there we go. And you're going to put in vertical over here, and it's going to still show me that it is going to be on a vertical axis or horizontal axis. put in vertical, play this, and you can see the progress bar is still over here. Okay. Now, if I just put the specific value, which we already have at 80, the 0 is going to show me 0 from the beginning, and it's not going to have anything. So now if I turn this off, as this won't work, the progress bar won't work either. So if I turn this on, you can see the progress bar is increasing and also showing me the button number or the place where this slider is. Okay. So you can see all of them are functioning properly. Then I'm just going to do is going to be showing you which thing or what I did. So first off, what you're going to do is make sure that the label which you used inside of the slider or inside of this specific whole widget is inside of the box layout. If you do not use box layout, instead, if you use something maybe like an anchor layout, you're just going to try anchor layout, cut this off. And if you play this, you'll basically see this is how it should look like. So if I play this, you can see both of them are now inside. Okay, so it does not have any space. So make sure to use a box layout because it's just going to make sure that your data and whatever you want to represent is looking very organized. Okay, so use this box layout over here, turn this on or press on that, and there we go. It's back to how it was and looks a lot more organized than how it looked like inside of the anchor layout. Okay. So thank you for watching this video up till the very end, and hope you understood about everything in this class. If you still have any confusion or any question about any part of this lesson, feel free to ask me anytime. I'm always there to help you out. And I'm also going to be putting all of these text files inside of my resource folder. It will be very easy for you to check out these commands and also practice along. And make sure not to skip any part of this class, because even if you do have these command lines, which you have in the KV and also the main PY file, if you don't practice on your own, you will not understand it. Okay. So without any further ado, let's move on with our class projects of this course.